You're here for part 2, tiling my shower. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. My channel is dedicated to reviewing mostly as seen on TV items. I look at some consumer gadgets, other household items. Once in a while I do a little bit of a DIY, like this video, just because I like to. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below so you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description so you can see my social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I would love it if you'd follow me there too. Let's get to number 2 video in this series of tiling my shower. These first 3 rows have now been dried and they've set, and I'm going to work on some more here. I like to have a solid base so the tiles don't push on each other and I'm not worried about all these little connectors here at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another few rows and just show you the process as I go along. So let's put some of this on the wall. Alright, so I like to set myself up first like this. What I typically do is I take off a little bit right here. So I don't have a lot of splashback, right? Then I take my first tile, back buttered as always, and slap into place. Here we go. Now that you have the idea, I'm going to back butter the rest of this and just put them up really quick, and I'll bring you back when I've finished. Alright, so I've moved up this wall. I'm up to a place where I have to stop because it's time for me to do the bottom of the niches here, and I want to get a piece of tile that goes from front to back just so I don't have any seams. So I have to do the niches next. So I started down over here, and what I did is I just leveled the tile from that tile over to this one, and then I put a level across on top to make sure that the tiles going this way were level. So I had to prop it up a little higher and a little higher just because of the slope, and then at the bottom there I have a shim. So that's how I did it. On this corner, this one tile slants out a little bit just because the way the backer board was over top the lip. There's still a little kick out. As we go up, it'll straighten up. But I wanted to show you there, and so when this dries, I'm going to start just going up this wall, and I'll probably just go until I get to the top. But I want that first base to be dry. So, have you ever put up tile on a wall before? Was your process similar or different? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Or have you never even tried this ever? Let me know down below. Whenever possible, I like to do the largest piece I can. So what I'll do is I'll get a piece like this square here, get enough mortar made up and the tile ready so I can just get this whole piece done. That way I save time making up the mortar and such, but I like to try to do this as much as I can on these bigger areas. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some more of the product on here, and then I'm going to trowel it out using my 1/4 inch here. And I'm going to line it up to right about here, and then I'm just going to start throwing tiles up. Let me come back when I'm at that point. All right, so here I was able to trowel the lines. Which made it ready for the tile part. So what I'll proceed to do now is back butter the tile starting down here and just do this entire area in like a 10-minute period. All right, now that my pieces are back buttered, I'm going to slap them on there. And what I'm going to do is I like to plant them across, get them set before I put the spacers in. That way they're at least tight and ready to roll. And now I can just maneuver them and line them up a little. I want to make sure my line is still good here. Push that tight. Have a couple of these spacers on hand because they do have a tendency to fall out. Just so you know that. And just space them away. Like I've said before, it is messy, but I tend to clean it up as I'm going along so don't deal with the mess. But make sure your tile's pushed in tight. Put your spacers back in when they fall, and you should be good to go. So what I'll do now is I'll just continue up this line. I already have all the pieces pre-cut. But just so you know, that's how I end up doing it. And just like that, 10 minutes later, I've been able to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. I'm going to let this dry. And now I'm going to come back onto this wall so I can finish the niche over here because that part's now dry. And the rest of this should be pretty easy. And I should be grouting before no time. So, we're continuing tiling the shower wall. We've gotten up about halfway. One thing I know, I'm going to share some things at the very end that I might do differently if I ever do this again, but I love the learning experience and the process that's going through. So, like I said, we're halfway. Next time I hope to get into those niches and maybe cut some of those stones that I showed you about in video number 1 to put as a band around. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. So I really appreciate that you stayed around for my entire walkthrough or number 2 video of tiling my shower wall. If you didn't get a chance to see the first one, I'm going to link that right up here. But if you saw that one, I'm going to link a different video over here. It's this review of the pipe blaster. This thing clears out blocked pipes. And I actually had to use this just the other day, and I'm still impressed with it. So what I'll do is I'll link this video right here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. Make sure you're logged into YouTube so you can see one of those 2 links and click on either one. And by the magic of the internet, I will join you there. Go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.